And here we are at English Park, joined for the second final of tonight after the girls' Connetics Premiership was just won by Christchurch Girls High. And now it's the boys' turn. Shirley Boys High School versus Cashmere High School's first 11. As the team's starting to walk out as Cashmere leads the way. The fans are eager and they are up for this. Both sides with a lot of fans here. Not one spare seat in the English Park stand. Teams are lining up and getting ready to walk out. A thrilling encounter ahead of us here. That rain is really starting to beat down now. The pitch is wet. The stage is set. And the lights at English Park are on. The last time these two sides met, Cashmere won 3-1 from their first meeting this year. It's only the second time they've managed to verse each other in this game. In this season, sorry. Cashmere finished second in the league. Shirley finished fourth, but both teams managing to win their semi-finals and make their way here. So it's anyone's game. Still waiting the players, and the fans are absolutely surrounding the entrance of the pitch. This is going to be a battle. Shirley Boys are the holders of this competition from last year. It will be their third final in a row. And the fans are going mental as the teams begin their walk. We're in for a loud one here at English Park. I'll apologise to the neighbours as the air horns continue to blast. And I don't think there's any sight in them stopping anytime soon. A 70-minute match, two 35-minute halves. A little bit of additional time on each, depending on stoppages, of course. Here it comes, the confetti's off. Now this is exciting as we go into the Connetics School Premier Final. Let's see how these two sides are lining up. Numerical order, Shirley Boys. Number 1 follows. Number 3, Patterson. Number 4, Croton. Number 6, the captain, Hibbs. Number 7 is Jorgensen. Number 8, Sellers. Number 9, Carswell. Number 11 is Clements. Number 14, Cockcroft. Number 17, Sanford. And number 19 is Doherty. Cashmere High School first 11. In numerical order, Kazone at number 1. Number 3 is Seaman. Number 4 is Clenny. Number 6 is Dennison. Number 8 is Montoya Burr. Number 9 is Hurd. Number 10 is Borella. Number 11, McPherson. Number 15, Campbell. Number 16, Timlin. And then the captain of their side, number 18, Hinman. What an exciting night we're in for here. It is almost shoulder to shoulder here as these two schools come together and there's face paint galore. The teams are wearing their caps. What an unreal matchup we are in for. So Cashmere High, will be wearing the burgundy and yellow stripes. Famous colour combination for that side. And Shirley Boys with an almost sky blue kit with a wee one stripe straight down the middle. We want to see another fast start like we did in the previous game. The previous game was instantly into action. And I have not got room to sit. There are people everywhere. It's going to be a tough act to follow this game after watching the girls' game before. 6-goal thriller in a final. It's not often you see that. But both of these sides have done their preparations. Cashmere High might be just ever so slightly the favourites going in. They finished higher in the table. They managed to beat a heavy favourite, St Thomas, last week. Only just a 3-3 draw, and then they won 5-3 on pens. Certainly was a bit shaky. Shirley coming in off a 3-1 win against Papanui, so maybe a little bit more to show on form for Shirley, but form doesn't mean anything when the game's underway. The referee checks his watch, and we're on here at English Park. It's a long ball forward. A lot of pace to this game already. Flick over, but it's going to be dealt with. It's dealt with nicely there. So Clements was trying to get something in there. That's well done. It's cut out brilliantly though. Shirley can go a bit slower here. Don't need to force the ball forward. Enjoying the bulk of possession in the first minute of this game. Nice bit of composure there to skip past his man, and he's running through, but the pass doesn't quite go all the way, and Sanford was looking for it, but he couldn't quite get the touch to control it, but he's got it now. He's doing well. He's going to take on his man, he does, and he gets to the byline, and he chips that ball across, and we're seeing a bicycle attempt. That would almost shut this place down. We might have needed noise control. The attempt's unable to connect with, but Shirley boys starting strong. Playing it across now and still holding that ball. Cashmere unable to get a real hold on these first couple of minutes. Man, if that bicycle kick had connected and found the back of the net, that would have been an inch perfect start for Shirley boys, but they continue their search to try and find an early opener. They're looking eager. It's a nice little bit of footwork there, and he plays it out to Doherty and tries putting it in. It's cleared nicely, and it will be offside. Young lad up front, maybe just a wee bit too excited and wanting to get involved. Certainly be a wee bit of pressure out there. Cashmere haven't been to a final since 2023. So maybe a few more nerves on their end rather than Shirley's. Shirley boys, of course, the winners of this competition last season. That's a great ball, but it's cut out brilliantly. Oh, and that's some nice footwork there in the middle. It's cut out there. And already tension starting to rise high. It's Campbell wins his side. Cashmere throw-in. There are air horns all game long. It is not going to stop. These fans are relentless. Certainly one of the most exciting atmospheres you will ever find in our country for secondary schools football. The game that's growing. That's what they're calling it. Football's always been a big sport, but it's only getting bigger in this country. A little bit of pressure here for Cashmere early, but Captain Hyman does well to control his side and just keep a little bit of composure there. There's a long ball attempt. It's well dealt with. It's a risk to go for those headers, but when it pays off, it works brilliantly. As we've just seen then, but if they had a skim pass, then Cashmere might have just been in. Nice throw in. Cashmere trying to get their first few touches on the ball in attack, and early ball in here. It falls to Cashmere nice and early, and that's saved brilliantly by Follows. The first test of either keeper in this side, and that was a fantastic effort on goal. It bounced back, and he hit it on the half volley. It's just straight at Follows, and he was able to deal with that. And that's cut out nicely by Shirley after another long ball attempt, but here we go. It's a 4-on-4. But Cashmere's just slowed it down a little bit. They're not trying to force anything forward, and that was a wasted opportunity. And that's a fantastic defensive effort. That ball's still hanging around for Cashmere. Again, they're not trying to force anything or try and give the ball away cheaply. They're enjoying this wee spell, but that's brilliantly done by Shirley. Cleared long and out of danger. They are all getting back when they can, Shirley boys. Doesn't leave much room for them to counter-attack. Certainly leaves Cashmere's defense feeling a little bit more solid when their team's on attack. Seems like so far it's the lone striker of Caswell for Shirley boys. That's cleared long again, and Caswell's got some work to do if he wants it. Shirley managing to win the seconds here, and a nice ball in. One touch too much, and Cashmere get it back. Do they want to try go on the break? Pass it up. Players just unable to keep a hold of that. That ball will be sliding and slipping everywhere after this dose of rain coming down. In the girls' game prior, that rain was only just starting to spit near the end, but it's well and truly here, and it's here to stay. So whether that's going to be a factor in today's game, if it's still tied after the 70 minutes, it will go to penalties. And that's a brilliant ball over the top, but it does manage to make its way to Follows, but that just shows the class at which Cashmere can play. And for a second there, I thought Montoya Burr was in. Now Shirley go long. It's certainly seeming like a bit of a long ball game at the moment. Both teams not wanting to risk passing it through and would much rather just clear it down so that at least A, it's out of safety, and B, you might just be able to gamble a ball going through that back line. Sure, some brilliant footwork there for Shirley, and he's on the byline. He puts the ball in, and it can't fool to anyone, but they pick it back up on the back stick here, and it will be a shot lofted, and that is just over the bar. Positive signs here for Shirley boys. A fantastic bit of work down the wing from Samford. Took on his man brilliantly, and the ball in was good, but it was just unable to be picked up properly, and it did fall to Clements at the back stick, but he couldn't quite shoot that on target, just flying over the bar a wee bit. Still a very positive start here for both of these sides in the opening 10 minutes. Nicely done here from Cashmere. You'd think an early goal would really set the tone here. Neither side will be looking to concede, but both sides looking like they want to score and score fast. Whether it changes the tactic moving forward and you score that early goal, do you start defending? Do you trust yourself and back yourself to defend that early lead? Or do you try and get another and call the game off before half. Either way, it will certainly open up the play. But a chance apiece so far here at English Park. With a half volley attempt from Cashmere and then a looping shot that was aiming for the top right, but just scooted over the bar for Shirley boys. And these air horns are relentless. There's no stopping them whatsoever. Looked like a little handball in there. Oh, he's done brilliantly to get away from his man. Now he's got a bit of space here, and he looks for his teammate Sanford, and we know what he's been doing on the wing so far. Can he do it again? It's cut out brilliantly that time. Out to safety by Campbell, and that'll be a corner kick, and the first corner kick at that. Nope, throw in, sorry. Didn't quite go out for the corner. So Shirley boys maybe asking a few more questions so far. It's all about that midfield battle for these sides. It seems like once you can break through the midfield, then you have a good chance at going forward through to goal. Here is that battle in the midfield continuing. That's another long ball across, and that'll travel all the way to Follows. There is banging and crashing. These two fan bases are loving it. I'll hate to know what goes on when a goal goes off. English Park will be going nuts. You might have to be checking the old Geo net, because they might be creating something on the Richter scale with the way these fans might be celebrating. And that's a nice turn. Cleared long once again. Just both teams happy to clear it long. They don't want to invite that pressure or maybe a slip pass that gives the other team a chance to run through. So playing better safe than sorry at this point in time. Again, when that opening goal comes, that'll certainly change the flow. It's brilliantly done, some close quarters passing here, and Cashmere player was taken down. There's nothing called on that. And here's the long ball. It's being held up, but he's nearly managed to get it back. Castle will have to keep searching. It's a marginal touch, and there's a risky header, and a big challenge goes in on him, and it's not called. Referee says play on, but that looked nasty. Put his body on the line to commit to the header. Cockcroft got taken out. Referee says, look, you were going for it. He didn't do anything wrong but go for it too. You just decided to use your head. I think it's a fair call. You'd feel a little bit hard done by if you're Cockcroft after being taken out, but that's what it's about. You've got to put your body on the line for the sport, especially for your team. Well, that's a risky turn in the box, and it's not paid off. I don't know what Montoya Burr was thinking. Luckily escapes the danger. Almost. Shirley have got it back though. Croton goes long. Finds Sanford. You don't want to give him too much time. We've seen what he's been doing this game. Oh, it's a nice turn, and he's been taken down, and it will be the first foul of the game. Some of the fans not happy about that call. Tensions are certainly starting to rise here in this game. The ball played across, and Campbell's got some work to do, and he decides to go back to his captain, Heinemann. Here he is again. Tries playing that ball forward, but he's just unable to find anyone. It's just long ball city for both of these sides so far, and doesn't seem to be paying off too well for either of them. Only takes one challenge, one attempt in this game. That rain really starting to bucket down now. Cashmere with the ball in here and attacking it at the back stick, but it's claimed comfortably by Follows. Maybe he's had a little bit more to do than Kazone so far. A little late challenge in there, not called either. Referee looking to let the game flow and let the game go on. Makes for a more exciting watch, and it certainly keeps the people interested, and none of that stop-start. So 15 minutes gone here at English Park, and neither of these sides able to break the deadlock at 0-0. Both sides with one positive chance each. That's about it so far. Maybe Cashmere can conjure something here, and that's a brilliant ball. It's played back in by the captain, Hyman, but not very well. Shirley have got it now. Captain Hibbs trying to hold down the midfield and maybe not trying to rush as much. No, there's the ball in. It's cut out. Another long ball played for Cashmere, and that's cut out again brilliantly by Croton. That's flicked over, and he's managed to keep it in, the official says. Can we see a ball into the box? We do, but it's blocked by the head and then cleared out brilliantly. Seaman doing what he can for the club, making sure that ball didn't make it in. Saw Sanford lurking at the back stick. Could it have made it all the way to him? Maybe this one might. Oh, some brilliant footwork, but unable to keep the ball, and they will win a throw in. So Shirley's third final in a row. Competition winners last year. They missed out in the first. Can they go back to back? They have maybe just looked like the better side so far in this game. There's a long way to go, and here's Hibbs, the captain. Playing it back, and then that ever long balls come in, and Kazone didn't want it. It's fallen to him. He's unable to get it goalwards. Decent attempt from Castle. It's tough to get through that defensive line and break this Cashmere side down. That's nicely done. It's a good run, and it's well cleared. Is it cleared all the way as Hibbs is managing to keep it? And here we go. The Cashmere break could be on, and there's a chip ball through, and it's going to be a race. Cleared brilliantly by Croton. A little bit of skill being shown on the wing here. Ball goes in, and it goes straight out. And again, Cashmere surviving. Nearly 20 minutes into this match and still 0-0. Ball goes long and straight to Cashmere. That's brought down nicely. It's a great piece of skill there. Borella showing off what he's capable of. It's his third season in the team and he's a Christchurch United player. Did a trial for the under-29 New Zealand team and he got golden boot last season for Cashmere High. Incredible player to watch is number 10 for Cashmere. Just saw a little bit on display here and here he is again. He moves elegantly and he's got a swiftness about him, but here he is again. He's starting to get involved now. It's what they want to see. Another hoofed long ball. Caswell again chasing, but he's unable to get anything on it. "20 minutes gone here, 15 minutes left in this first half. We see one of these sides break the deadlock before half, it would be an ever crucial goal. A little long ball played across. Cashmere managed to get the best of it and taken on his man brilliantly, and the cutback's there and then it's cut out. It will go behind for Cashmere High School's corner kick. Can they make something of this? They've got a decent bit of height there, especially through Campbell. Campbell's a tall lad. He'll be looking to try and get on the end of it, or maybe even Montoya Burr. He's matched up with Hibbs, the captain for Shirley, but maybe he's going to pick him to the post, showcase what he can do. Hands go up and the ball goes in, and it's looking like finding the back stick, and it does, but no one's able to get any clean connection on it. It was good defense from Shirley, and that's cleared brilliantly. Straight into the crowd. That's passed back, and Cashmere are enjoying a little bit of a spell in possession here. And that rain is really thundering down now. It's meant to be a rough couple of days here in the Garden City. Just unable to keep the ball down. Trying to squeeze through the sandwich and does so brilliantly, and tried taking on his man once again. There'll be another Cashmere corner. And we saw how dangerous they looked on the first one with a nice swooping ball in. Maybe they can make something here. Another swooping ball. It's to the back stick and the pressure's there, but bobbles down to Shirley player's foot and they can clear nicely. Captain Hyman, the most capped player in this team. It's his 57th cap for Cashmere High. Closely behind him is Will Hurd at number 9 with 56 caps. Amazing amount of football played for a high school. There is Hyman, and he is the third most capped player of Cashmere High School of all time. Incredible achievement. It will be his last season with the squad as he's year 13 and will be looking to move on. That's a great ball from him. It's cut out to safety from Croton. He's been having a good game in defence so far. Certainly been holding down those long balls and not letting any of the aerial stuff get attacked too much. He's got a long way to go yet, but certainly an enjoyable start for him, and that's a nice wee turn there. Just different wavelengths. Snimlin looked to play a little back heel to his teammate, but just didn't quite read what he was after. That's the thing with these school football teams, is you may not have as much time to train and play together as you would your club football, and so it comes down to that schoolyard stuff when you're on your intervals and you're on your lunch breaks and the boys are playing around there, and that's where most of your chemistry gets built. They're your mates, they're your brothers out there, and here's Cashmere with a long-ranged effort from Montoya Burr, but couldn't keep it down and he couldn't keep it on target. It was a nice wee run and he found a pocket of space, and the shot was certainly the right call, but execution just lacking a wee bit. As I look down, I actually see a couple shirtless fans, face painted blue, and it's got Montoya Burr on the back with number 8. So that is commitment to a fellow friend, I'm sure, and to your school. Fantastic to see the turnout today at English Park. I haven't seen it this packed in a very long time. Here comes Shirley now, and that's dealt with nicely, and Patterson was trying to take on his man, but he couldn't quite get past, and Doherty's got the throw. It's brilliantly done from the young lad as he turns exceptionally. Here we go. Could the ball be played and throw? And it's halted a little bit, and it's not the ball quite would have wanted, and Borrella was certainly wanting a bit better than that. You need to try and find your striker when he's at full speed and put it on and time his run and time your pass. Otherwise you have to slow down and you take a step back, and then it gives the opposition a chance to step forward, and that's exactly what happened there. And made Borrella have to slow down and the run was gone. It's just, again, it's these little bits and pieces in these final games that you need really all to be coming together. So far in the opening 30 minutes, I would not be able to pick it. Both of these sides look capable. They also both look very well put together defensively, and that's brilliantly done. That's what we like to see. And here's a nice wee passing passage, and he's found some space, and the shot is on, and that is a brilliant goal. That is unreal. And just like that, Timlin takes advantage of having a bit of space on the edge of the box from a beautiful piece of passing possession, and he finds the bottom right in unreal fashion. And just like that, on this rainy day at English Park, it is 1-0 to Cashmere High School. But an unreal play, and it just shows how devastatingly they can attack when given the space and the opportunity. We saw the wee back heel, wee link up play, and they were certainly on the same wavelength there. Fantastic goal, and the crowd here erupted, and they certainly love that. Few boos as the call gets made on the goal scorer, expected in a heated game like this. But just before the half-hour mark, and only maybe 10 minutes before the first half, Cashmere have taken the lead. Right as I was saying, I couldn't call it. They gave me a reason to choose. What's Shirley's answer now? Nicely done, but he's been held up on the edge of the box there. And here's Sanford. He's been involved everywhere. That's flicked over there. And here is Shirley. Just unable to get control. It was brilliantly defended and well cleared, but the pressure is not done there. Shirley boys have a throw in. Can they make the most of it? Wow, what an unreal goal to open this final. Thrown in, and here's Sanford again with a nice ball in. It's looping to the back. What can Shirley do to reply? Sanford was gambling that to hope it fell to him, but it didn't quite. And now Cashmere can break again, and Barella was through. The pass was unable to find it. He does manage to pick it up now. Can he show off his footwork? Yes, he can. Brilliantly done. You couldn't give him an inch on this pitch. Well, he will have it all to himself, and that's a nice ball in, and it's going to test follows, and it falls out of his hands. And number 9 for Cashmere High, Hurd, was unable to make the most of it, but oh my word, brilliantly finessed, and that is unreal. And that's 2-0 to Cashmere, just like that. I think it was number 8, Montoya Burr. The ball fell to him, and oh me, he hit that sweetly. Tucked around the keeper, and poor Follows was out of position slightly. Certainly not expecting that sort of finish. And Cashmere stamped their name on this first half with a 2-0 lead. And just under 5 minutes left. Shirley with a few hands on hips, but it's all but over here. Shirley have some work to do. They're a team that's capable. The reigning champions in this competition, they are certainly capable. Do not step away from your screen. More boos surfacing around the crowd as the goal scorers' names get called. The Shirley faithful are almost blinded by what they're seeing. They just can't believe it. Regardless of the score, it's not going to stop any of those air horns. This place is pumping. One more for Cashmere here, and you'd think it's a long road back to winning for Shirley. Nicely done from Barella. And a wee chip ball through, but it's not quite played off the way he imagined. Shirley will look to break. Held up nicely, and he's looking for Sanford, and Sanford's unable to get there first. And here's the goal scorer. He passes it to Barella, and Barella's holding it down in the mid, and he gets taken out, but that won't be called, and somehow he nearly got through all of them. He's asking questions as to how that wasn't a foul, and almost got to agree with him there for a second. Cashmere come again. They are relentless. Just 2 minutes left of normal time until we hit a couple minutes of additional, but this game hasn't had many stoppages. It's been very fast flowing and no stop-start action here. Referee's been wanting to let play flow. Let a couple of the fouls go as well, and maybe just create a bit more tension on the pitch and build a bit more of a positive game. It's been brilliantly officiated so far. A minute and a half left of regulation time in this first half, and a goal here for Shirley boys would certainly help. Maybe Sanford's got something in him. Maybe a range from effort for Croton, and it is! And it's magnificently hit, but it's straight into the hands of Kazone. That would have been one to remember for Croton, but Kazone's first time having to catch the ball and make a save, and he does exactly what you'd want him to do in that situation. Kazone now with it at his feet. I think for Cashmere, they're in no rush. They'd like to get into half unscathed and 2 goals up. Certainly make for an interesting second half in front of us. It's a nice touch inside. Shirley boys now trying to build on something. So we hit the 35-minute mark, and there will maybe just be a minute or 2 added on. As mentioned, there hasn't been a whole bunch of stoppages here in this game so far. Oh, and that nearly gets cut out. Shirley boys managing to hold on to the ball through Sanford. He's got space to run. Takes on his man, but he gets taken out. It will be a foul. No, it won't be. It's brilliantly done from Cashmere, and that's a grab from Sanford, which is certainly a foul. And it's taken quickly. It's taken long, and Borella could pick that up. And saying that they took the free kick just in front of where it was marked, so they will go back and retake it. There are a few whistles being blown around in the stadium here, and it certainly makes it a tad confusing when there's a challenge being put in. Thinking maybe the refs called it. And he has called that for the end of the first half. After a thrilling final 10 minutes, Cashmere High School with 2 beautifully worked goals. We've got a 2-0 lead here against Shirley boys, the defending champions. So we'll take a quick 10-minute break. And we'll be straight back into it for the final 35 between these two sides. Don't go anywhere, as this one is just heating up. Now, I'm hoping you can hear that because these fans are going mental. The players are making their way back onto the pitch for what should be an incredibly exciting second half after Cashmere scoring 2 goals in the final 10 minutes of the first half to go 2-0 up. It is all on the line for Shirley. They need a goal and they need it fast. Borella to start us off for Cashmere. How do they want to play to this, Cashmere, after grabbing an early lead against the defending champions? Do they want to manage this game defensively, or do they want to go for the third and settle the game? Only time will tell, as the referees just sorting out a few final things before kicking off for the second half. Check both the keepers. Does his final preparations. Starts his clock. We are good to go. As the second half kicks off here at English Park. And these fans out the front are saturated, but it doesn't bother them. They want to be here and support their school and support their friends and family. Cashmere with an early throw in here. Throws it nicely and finds one of the goal scorers. You'd think a third here would just be devastating, and that's brilliantly done. And it's back to Borella. He sells his man with the fake shot, but he also sells himself a little bit. It's won back brilliantly there by Jorgensen. And Kazone comes out nicely and claims that. Clears it long. Oh, Borella's made a run through, but his teammate Timlin was unable to find him. That goes out for a Shirley throw-in, and they do not want much pressure on them at the start of this half. They cannot afford to concede. A goal here for Cashmere would really set the tone of this second half. Would definitely make penalties look a real option. That's a great turn. Well, Cope's on the pitch now, and he's instantly making himself known. It's a brilliant turn there, but Cashmere did well to obstruct him from running any further. Calling over a ball from the sidelines there as the other one went missing. I would hate to be a surrounding house around English Park tonight, because it is a party here in the stands. That party's still yet to start for Shirley boys, but maybe there's something here. Trying to stick a foot in, but can't quite get anything on it. That's well out. And that's won brilliantly now. He's got some space to run into. He's got a man on him now. He plays the pass. And here is Mr. Silky himself, Borella. He tries the crossfield pass. It's paid off in the end, and there he is at the front stick, but unable to make a connection on the volley. And that's a great touch to bring the ball down. Passes it out to his man. Brilliantly done from Shirley's captain Hibbs. Good tracking back there from Cashmere to stop the potential counter-attack. Nervy start for both of these sides here in the second half, and that was a big challenge in the back, but it won't be called by the referee. Seems like the same play as the first half. He wants to let it run. He wants to let this game flow. Brilliantly pressed by Shirley, but Cashmere deal with it. It will be a corner kick for Shirley. It's their first one of the game. Can they showcase what they've got from this set piece? Maybe looking for a short option, but he won't find it, so he will put a ball in here. And it's a looping ball into the back stick. And the first a miss and the second's a hit, but straight to the defensive wall. And it was Croton that managed to get the shot off, and he did have a good attempt in the first half from distance, but he was unable to hit that one on target just then. It's hard when the ball's falling to you with a bunch of players in the box. You just need a lucky gap to open up if you have any chance of getting that one through. And it will be a Shirley boys throw in now. Throws long. Could it be flicked on? It's touched down, but hands are up. They both want it, and it will go for a Cashmere High goal kick. And they take it short. Got some space here to run into. A rarity in this game is space. You have to create it for yourself, and that's exactly what they've done here. Game's starting to open up as the legs get a little bit more tired. They surely have to keep searching for a goal. Well, they need to. On a poor touch there from Captain Hibbs. Croton again with the ball. He passes it to his Captain Hibbs. So the first goal scorer, Timlin. It's only his second season here. He's a year 12 and a Cashmere Technical United under-17 academy player. Certainly got an exciting future ahead of him. He's had 6 goals and 5 assists this season, so make that 7 goals and 5 assists. It's a decent bit of output there for your second year in the first 11. And then top goal scorer for their side, Montoya Berry, is the one that scores majority of their goals. He's got 14 this season, also 5 assists. So 19 goal involvements is crucial at this level of football. And here comes Shirley. Could this wake the fans up? Brilliantly blocked. He's picking it up again here, and he's trying to flick over, and he nearly executes it perfectly. Jorgensen just couldn't find that final touch after the flick. He's gone out for a Shirley boys throw, which will be taken quickly. No time to waste, says Captain Hibbs as he tries putting it in, and that's blocked again brilliantly and cleared even better. Lots of time at the back as Cashmere High School were happy to have all of their players behind the ball. And they're under a bit of pressure, but working through it brilliantly. Shirley looking to build once again. They have had a good start to the half in these first 5 minutes. Only 30 minutes left. You have to wonder. They need to strike, and they need to strike fast. Hibbs again. He is dictating the play. He's having a brilliant game, trying to revive his team. And there he is again with a strong challenge. It's been all down this left flank so far, and here is Hibbs. He plays it across. This player's just unable to get the right angle to get a shot off, and it bounces out now, and they must rebuild and go again. But really finding a bit of luck on that left side. Now maybe a bit of magic down the right. Goes out for a goal kick to Cashmere High. And they're playing it short, trying to keep some position and work their way up the pitch. And just clearing it long to safety. That's a long ball played through, and Castle was just unable to get anywhere on that. He showed positive signs in the first half. He managed to get himself into a couple good positions. He had a bicycle kick that almost connected, and maybe that could have changed the narrative of this game. But so far the story is Cashmere High 2. Shirley Boys 0. After the first 10 minutes of this game is gone. This half is gone. It's nicely done. Brilliantly done. Get past his man, but it's cut out nicely by Cashmere. They've been holding on very good, and their defense has been staying resilient. All they need to do is hold on. They don't need to score. They just can't afford to concede. Oh, that's brilliantly done. And the pass just doesn't come off, and Hibbs again trying to play Castle forward, but can't manage to get it down. Now Borella plays it. Can his teammate get there? But the flag goes off for offside. Certainly not pushing for that third goal. Cashmere happy to sit with the 2. Will that be a mistake? Are they going to be able to see it out for these final 25 minutes? Croton making his way up the pitch. Trying to turn his man, but there's no space to do it. And Hibbs again just controlling everything going forward for Shirley. Unable to get a touch on that though. We certainly saw Sanford with a lot of the ball in that first half, but we're yet to see it in the second. He was looking like one of their best chances at putting a goal in. He was certainly making a lot of ground and taking on his man brilliantly and getting to the byline, but he's just unable to do the same so far in the second half. He hasn't really been involved, nor have Shirley played down that side. They're loving this side here, and Croton tries to flick over, and that's cut out nicely. Cashmere's number 11, McPherson, is having a good game defensively, and when he goes forward, he's certainly a threat as well. Massive appeals for handball, and it won't be called here. Jorgensen trying to take on his man, but defended well once again. The longer it takes to get that first goal, the less chance they have of crawling back into this game. It has been all Shirley boys so far in the second half, with Cashmere not having much of a look on the attack, but maybe that will change. That must be a foul, and it is. Barella is brought down. He looks to take it quickly. There's no point in rushing it, he reckons. So the air horn's still going. As is that heavy rain, as it's really starting to pour over English Park now, and you can see it glistening on the pitch out there. These artificial turfs, when you get a little bit of water on them, they certainly make the ball slide. And a couple of subs coming in for Shirley boys as they look to reimagine their attack. There's 2 subs for Shirley as they've started to change their game plan a wee bit and maybe try and manage the game by getting a goal and getting straight back into it. So Sanford looks like he's moved into the middle of the pitch now after that substitution. That's brilliantly done. And here's the goal scorer, Montoya Berry. And that's a nice one too. And he's got it back now on the byline, and it's an attempt at goal, but it's a bit wayward and it goes far right of the post. So it will be a little bit of a stop and play as one of the Cashmere fellas are down at the moment, and maybe he's just a little bit tired or hurt. Hopefully nothing too serious. It would be ideal if he could play on. Looks like he will be making way. Doesn't look to be looking too flash, which is not great to see in a final, but regardless, he'll make his way onto the bench. And the game will kick off once again. Of course, this time will be added on at the end of the regulation. Just under 20 minutes left in this match, and it's still 2-0 to Cashmere. It's a nice ball flicked up, and Montoya Berry didn't want to go for that. And here we go. Shirley boys can go at them now. But a poor touch, and then a little push and a shove there between the two players. As tensions start rising between these two sides. Two of the most dominant sides in secondary school football. You've got St. Thomas, Cashmere, and Shirley as the big three. Of course, Cashmere beating St. Thomas. 3-3 draw, went to penalties. They managed to win pens at 5-3. So a convincing penalty win. That's nicely done. That's some nice footwork, and there's a nutmeg in there, and it's a little showcase of skill now as Cashmere are really starting to feel comfortable, and he's been ripped down cheaply. And this will be the first card shown in this matchup. It's one of the only ways to stop Barella. He is an unreal player with the ball at his feet. Just so calm and so composed. He does brilliantly to turn his man, and all Hibs could do was pull him down to the ground. Could this be the nail in the coffin for 3-0? Dennison to take. Decent ball in, but it's not far enough in, and it's cleared brilliantly. Dennison's got some work to do now. It's a great first touch, and it's a great pass. And Barella was trying some more skill, but this time doesn't quite come off, and there's the long ball through. Caswell does well to win that. He crosses it back into his player and has just skied over the bar. Oh, and it was a golden opportunity. Fantastically played, but Clements couldn't keep it down. Sorry, Samford couldn't keep it down. He was in the perfect spot and was put through brilliantly by his teammate. Just wasn't able to get anything on that. So it stays 2-0 here to Cashmere High School. And time is starting to wear thin. Only 15 minutes left, plus additional. Let's flick over. And that's brilliantly played through. First touch, taking it out wide, and he's battling with the defender. It's played into the box and then cleared nicely, but here we go for Shirley. I've got space to go. Clements tried taking on his man, but couldn't get past him, and I've really got to start committing people forward if they want any chance here. It's played across nicely there by Cockcroft. Shirley really needing that goal. He's done brilliantly to beat his man, and the shot's on. He's banged off the post. Tried to beat Kazone at his near post, and he almost did, but the post being the saviour for Kazone in that play. Did brilliantly up that right wing. Cut back on his man, and instead of playing the pass across, he wanted to try and have a go at goal, and he did just that. Kazone will clear this long into a bit more safety for his side. And it's even longer. And Barella will try and gamble, and it doesn't make its way through. Into the feeder follows. He goes short, wanting to try and keep possession. Can't afford to lose it here. The cross kick comes into play, but doesn't quite come to his teammate's feet. And there's the through ball. And this is exciting stuff on the right flank. A couple step overs to take on his man, and Montoya Berry picking it up. And a swinging ball coming in. It'll be claimed calmly by Follows. Starting to get down to the wire here for Shirley boys. If they're going to get anything from this game, they need to get it now. Maybe they can through this play. Great wee run to skip past two of his players. Some fantastic pace being shown up the right wing, but great defensive effort to cut that ball out. Make sure it didn't turn into anything more, and Samford starting to be utilised more in the second half, and you can see his pace when he has a couple of yards in front of him. Instantly goes. Maybe another long throw here. It is. Nothing made from that, and cleared by Cashmere. And that's flicked on. That's flicked up, and it's a good first touch, and then he's hit it on the volley, but straight to Kazone's hands. Kazone goes long. Jorgensen Doing well to keep the ball there, and he's working with Clements to try and make something. Now Croton, what can he do? Shoots it up, and Croton does brilliantly there to get a touch away. Shirley still with possession, but haven't made anything with it. So far it's 2 beauty goals from Cashmere that define this game so far. Maybe now they can conjure something. Unable to get past his man. Croton again playing it out to this right flank. The far side. That one's cutting back and he's going to his player and playing around the back. They can't afford to be messing about for too long, and there's the long ball that goes over. Still unable to get anything on there, and Croton with a swing at it. And that goes over and out for a Cashmere goal kick. And 10 minutes remain of regular time. I'd be confident in saying there will be a couple of minutes added on after a wee break for an injury and a couple of fouls here and there, but a wee break in play now as Shirley makes some changes. This is it. The last weapons in the cavalry for Shirley, but will it be enough to get their side back into this final? They want to be back-to-back champs, but to do so they have a mountain to climb, and with only 10 minutes remaining plus additional, it's like trying to climb the mountain barefoot. You can do it, but it's certainly going to be a task. Kazone now to take. Now he goes long. The defense from Cashmere has been relentless. That was maybe a slip up in it now, and that's a great challenge. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and lunges in the penalty area, and he does brilliantly to save that. That goes behind for a corner kick now. Shirley could maybe make something of this here. Boy, would that make for an exciting final. A few minutes here at English Park. Rain still battering down on the players, battering down on the fans who are brave enough to stand sideline. Not many people sitting down here. So the ball goes in. It goes out easily, and it could be a first-time shot here, and it's not able to get there first. Headed into the box, headed out. And Captain Hibbs was just unable to connect properly on that half volley. Well, here we go, and a ball across. And here's Castle, but he's just not been able to connect with it at all. 2 golden opportunities in the second half for Shirley boys, but both of them go amiss. One with a perfect cutback being skied over the bar. And Castle finds himself in a brilliant position, but just can't hit the ball first time. Couldn't find the target. Could they be the defining moments in this final other than the 2 goals for Cashmere? Maybe Shirley have written their own story. Cashmere make a sub here. Be potentially their final change. Played short and then goes long. You don't want to be giving it away cheaply now if you're Shirley. Giving it away cheaply is exactly what they've just done. Montoya Berry was trying his best, but couldn't keep control of that. Montoya Berry again doing brilliantly. That ball comes in and it goes out. Nice and easily cleared from Shirley. Now Croton tries flicking it up with a header. Can pick up his seconds. And Captain Hibbs unable to get anything on that. And maybe now for this throw-in they can work their way up the pitch. There's just over 5 minutes left until we're in additional. So there'll be 2 minutes added on, maybe 3 depending on the scoreline. Surely have a goal here, then we are in for a riveting final few minutes. Shirley just unable to break that deadlock that is Cashmere's defence. Can that long ball split it? Straight to the hands of Kazone. Substitute Dyer was chasing that. He wanted it. Maybe those 2 goals near the end of the first half will just be the deciding factor between these two sides. The turn was attempted by Croton, but just didn't quite come off the way he probably imagined. That's cleared to safety from Cockcroft. It's not exactly what he wanted to do, but it's what's happened. It's a nice throw. Oh, it's a nice wee flick, but it's grabbed comfortably by Follows. Follows clears that very long. That's a miss kick, and Shirley could be in here, and it's the substitute, but Richie was just unable to get that final touch, and a fantastic piece of last-ditch defending. See Shirley win a corner, but nothing else. We're into the final 4 minutes of regulation. Shirley boys have a corner here, and if they score now, then it's game on. Cashmere have done so well to hold them for this long. It's a risky game trying this approach. 2-goal cushion. It's in the back stick. It's well dealt with at the first, and Sanford's on it now, and Sanford hits it, and that falls to his teammate, but again, skied over the bar. Unable to get any control on it whatsoever. Cashmere High School will be in no rush at all to take this throw-in. Goal kick, sorry. As expected, Kazone is in no rush. Happy to take his time, and he's giving his teammate a wee drink of water. Just over 2 minutes of regulation time, and then this game management will have to continue for a couple more minutes of additional. I'm pretty confident here that Cashmere will be walking away here with the victory. But anything can happen in this beautiful game. Brilliantly done. Two substitutes linking up nicely, and now it's another substitute Cope, and it's working its way out to Sanford, and he's had a slip, and then he's taken out his man with a yellow and with a foul, but it won't be anything but a wee telling off. He did slip, but You just can't follow through and take your man out once you're on the ground. It's hard not to do. You just can't do it. Now, Cashmere have more time to waste on this one. The air horns are getting ever louder as these Cashmere High School fans are preparing to celebrate. And Shirley can't clear that ball whatsoever and has to hoof it long for another Cashmere piece of possession. Now's their chance though. If Shirley have anything left in the tank, now's the time to use it. Cleared by Cashmere, and we're into the final minute of regulation now. It is do or die for Shirley Boys High School right here. Don't know if that was a cross or an attempt at goal, but regardless, it was wayward and wasted. So both of the losing sides, Avonside Girls and Shirley Boys High School, are a very close connected school between the two of them. Obviously merged for a wee bit there during the earthquakes. Both of them going to be coming off second best here at English Park in the Connetics School Premier First 11 final. Looks like this will be all Cashmere's trophy. We're into additional time, and I'm going to say 2 to 3 minutes will be added on here. Unless there's something magical here. It's cleared once again. It's cleared brilliantly by Cashmere. The defense has just been so well put together, and you can tell that that was the game plan going into the second half, was hold on, don't force anything, don't try and be cute about playing the ball up, just get it out and get on with it. And there you see Montoya Berry hyping up his fans, getting them excited for what's to come, as we're nearly through the first minute of additional time. Further on it, and Shirley can go again now. No, they can't. Cut out brilliantly. And now Cashmere. It's a brilliant turn, but it's unable to get that one down and keep it on target, and that would have been the cherry on top. Shirley Boys hurrying, their keeper follows and saying quick, time is of the essence. Now a little bit of panic coming into play for Shirley. They really need to go now if they want any sort of chance at winning this final. It looks about all from over as we've just finished the second minute of additional time here at English Park. That's a great touch. It's a nice run. He has been chopped down, and it will be a foul. And so it will be a free kick and a yellow card here. Will it be too little too late as we're 2 minutes into the final stages? But Croton's got a chance here. He's over the ball and he's pushing his man a wee bit. Trying to just get him away. But Croton's standing over the shot, and might just be a consolation if he does manage to get it, but regardless, the stadium will erupt. It's from a decent position here. I'd love to see him work some magic. So, as the referee seems to be readying the wall, making sure everything's intact. And Croton with the left foot effort is going to go potentially try and play it over. And it's a looping ball, and it's well cleared, and that follow-up is not what you want. The third time a decent effort has gone amiss. It's a real shame to see, but that should be that for Cashmere High School. Their first time in the final since 2023. They've been patient as a team and patient as a school, and it's the best chance they're going to get with the team they've got. Quite a few Year 13 players. It will be time to rebuild, reshape and regroup next season, as they will have to get a few younger lads and try and create something special like this all over again. The referee checks his whistle, checks his watch. Could this be the final kick? It's not quite yet. He's happy to let it play on. And there it is. Cashmere High School, the Connetics School Premier First 11 winners. And the fans storm onto the pitch. And they are stoked to see their school win. And the party has started here at English Park. A fantastic game between Cashmere High School and Shirley Boys High School. And Cashmere High School were just a level above in that first half with two brilliant goals in the final 10 minutes of the first half. In the second half, they played their game plan brilliantly. They knew a robust defensive effort would be enough to see them through, and that it did. As they walk out of here as winners, and proud winners as that, they've stopped Shirley from going back to back. They've done themselves proud, and they have done their school proud. So that will be all for here at English Park. Thank you for joining us for this coverage. What a magnificent two games we have had. I've been your commentator, Aidan Shercliffe, and I'll see you on the pitch again.
Middlesex Community Schools First Level Champions.